Okay. Versatile Vigilante, Young Vince, Uncle Vinny, and we
Come
got
on.
a very special guest in here, CEO of SkullNScorpion. We got the man Helly, aka Payday.
Okay, I like that intro.
I was practicing that. I'm like, I need to body this.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yo, hold up your sweater, bro. I love this logo that this guy has. SkullNScorpion.
Can you see, guys?
Versatile Vigilante.
Let's get flashy.
That's the thumbnail.
Trust me.
Let's get it.
Yeah,
What's
man.
going on, my guy?
I'm excited to be here, you know. Woke up. Just Versatile Vigilante. Can't wait to do this thing.
Cheers to you, bro.
Cheers to you, fam.
I was very excited about this, too. Very, organic link up, too. Shout out to the homie Zargo.
Gang, Evil Twin.
Shout out to Team 24/7. You know the Toronto network is strong, bro. So this was meant to be.
It's a small city, honestly.
It's a small city, man.
Legit.
So, yo, SkullNScorpion, I was checking your Instagram today, and I saw in the bio you have, philosopher, director, photographer, kind of cover all kind of bases, bro. So tell me a little bit about yourself growing up. I wanna get to the background, and we'll get
Okay. So growing up, at the start, it was just me and my mom. We lived in a bachelor, so anything she watched, I had to watch basically.
Right.
And that's kind of how I started to mess with movies and things. You know, just being introduced to a whole bunch of different things. Like she used to watch Buffy, and I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know Dovercourt?
Yep.
Around those parts, yeah. And then I moved to Lawrence, and that's where I met a lot of my artist friends that I work with now, like Young Leaks, TB, Chromazz. Yeah.
Dope, bro. Dovercourt and Lawrence are two completely different parts of the city, and they're their own vibe too.
Trust me, Dovercourt was more I felt like it was kind of more artsy and more you know, because it was closer to downtown.
Exactly, more in Dovercourt area, kind of.
Like where Dufferin Malls kind of is, yeah.
I know that area very well, bro. I worked in that area for a summer. I loved it there, bro. You would see some crazy shit every day. I remember seeing a guy dressed like a disco guy, and this was 2017. I'm like, this is lit, man.
That's who I want to be.
That's
exactly
a disco guy. My idol.
Where did you work?
I worked at a law office right on Bloor and Dovercourt, I think.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, bro.
I used to work at Dufferin Mall too, at Spencer's.
Legendary spot, man. Shout out to Dufferin Mall. That's one
Come
of
on, the Dirty Dust. That's what they call it,
man. Legendary spot. So you're growing up there, and what kind of kid were you, bro? What kind of stuff were you getting into?
Ooh, I was a little shit still. I was a little shit, I can't lie. I like to just get in trouble. I'd watch Power Rangers and cut up my mom's chairs and shit. When we did family pictures, I was always be sticking up the middle finger and stuff. Yeah, just a little shit.
Were you a kid that watched wrestling by any chance?
Buddy, I loved wrestling.
My God,
Hardy
I
Boys.
already knew the Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys.
Come on,
bro. I feel like as a kid, the shit we watched just brought out something in us. You know,
oh, most definitely.
See that attitude on the TV,
yeah.
I fuck with
that's
too.
me. Yeah, fuck that. I'm drinking beers and reckless shit. They say don't try this at home. We're trying it at home.
We're trying it at home and winning at it too.
Trust me. No injuries, no neck brace yet.
Nothing. So yo, as a kid too, I'm talking about as a kid because I want to see.
Yeah, of course.
The progression. Were you always someone that was a visual guy, some interested in movies and colors and shit like that?
Honestly, I used to watch a lot of anime growing up. Living with my mom in a bachelor apartment. Yeah, she used to like Sailor Moon, so I grew up on that too, watching anime. So I always wanted to be an actor until I got into this program. And they told me, oh, everyone wants to be an actor, it's so hard to do. So, I kind of faded behind the camera more until I got my confidence back. And I'm yo, I have a limited time on this earth. Let me do what I want to do. Who cares who's doing what type stuff, you know?
That's real, man.
Trust me.
You said get your confidence back. Was there something that kind of set you back in a way?
I was very reserved as a kid. I only hung out with people in my area or, people I really knew. I didn't really, branch out and talk to people until after high school, where I joined a media training program, POV, and that's the same program that told me about everyone wants to be an actor, and it kind of put me down a bit, but I got it back, so yeah. Dope,
bro. That's an interesting topic because I actually had a guest on recently, and we're talking all about confidence, and everyone you talk to in whatever field it is, that confidence is key, bro.
It is, honestly. You got to drive it like you stole it, legit.
Exactly, because you got yourself at the end of the day. No one's gonna fuck with you if you can't fuck with yourself. Pause.
It's true, legit. Don't put barriers on yourself. Like, it all starts within your mind, I feel. Like, if you wake up saying you can't do this, you can't do that, you're already, like, setting yourself up to, like, you know, failure. You gotta, I can do this, and, like, try. Like, failure is, like, steps to success, I feel.
100%, bro. I'm gonna tweet that after this.
Yeah,
but,
it's yours.
I don't have Twitter, you know. But
Insta.
That's facts, bro. That's real shit, and I think that's a good lesson as you get older too, where it's like, yo, who gives a fuck? Let's just toss it out there. Let's try it, and it could turn into something.
You gotta plant the seeds, like, you know. Like, we have so much time on this earth, but also so little. So it's like, what are you gonna do with it?
Real shit, man. Was there a time with and I want to get more into the actual, like, your work, because I've seen some of your videos and it's super fire. But was there anything that made you take it more seriously? Like, how did you get involved in like, even making music videos and stuff like that? Was there a switch that kind of went off for you?
Well, okay, hanging out with Zargo a lot is what first got me started, because, like,
Dope.
I fuck with his music heavy, and, like, my goal is to just make movies, just visual art in any sense of it. So, like, okay, if I shoot music videos, I can learn how to edit, I can learn how to direct, I can learn how to communicate with, like, actors when it's my time. So I'm like, let me do that. And also, a lot of my friends just needed visuals, like, you know? Just needed visuals. That's why I kind of, like, got into it. Like, I hung out with Zargo, then we got connected with Uprising Underground. We used to throw, like, events.
Right.
Yeah.
He talked about that, actually. The kid, Playboy Cardi pulled up.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. That was before Uprising Underground. Those were, like, his personal things. But, like, the Uprising Underground was, like, the downtown scene. So we used to just, like, throw parties. Yeah, and, like, have open mics for artists, and I'd record those. I could show you a video, too, actually, like, after, or, like, whenever.
Yeah, we'll put it up after this shit, too.
Say less, yeah.
Hard,
just all party videos. That's how I first, like, started shooting and, like, editing and stuff.
And you're still doing the party videos, too, right? I saw that on your IG.
Yeah, but, like, not for just a certain event. I'm doing it more for, like, whoever needs it type stuff. Yeah.
That's super hard, bro. I like that, how kind of the company you were keeping led you in a different direction.
Trust me.
In a positive way. Because there's a lot of, like, those, the people I was hanging out with, I got involved in some bad stuff, you know? But this one is like, yo, I actually got introduced to some cool shit.
That's possible, too. But, like, for me, I, like, no matter what I'm around, I'll just, like, focus to the good of it, like, you know? Just what serves me as what I'm trying to do, and, like, how can I serve someone else, too, as well?
Making the most out of what you have.
Facts.
Were you always that way, you feel?
As a kid? Or just in general?
Even, like, growing up, you know?
Well, I like to play video games a lot. And, like, you know how there's certain games, there's, like, certain roles? Yeah. I love to play the support. I love to heal. I love to, like, just make you the best you possible. Like, you know? Whatever support you need, I'd like to support.
I love that, bro. That's a very, very valuable thing to have, man. That's a dope thing, because I think there's a lot of people just, lack of a better term, in it for themselves. So someone like yourself that's looking, you know, to make the most out of it, help where you can, I think that's very valuable, bro. And that energy's contagious, man.
Yeah?
I fuck with that,
Thank you. I've been told that before, too. When I used to do casting, one of the, like, casting directors told me, like, don't change your energy, like, you know?
Real shit, man. No one's like you. You're the only one like yourself, you know?
Trust me.
Do it how we gotta do it.
Everyone else is already taken type shit.
Exactly. That's a great way to look at it.
Everyone else is already taken.
Everyone else is already taken. That's hard as fuck. So when you started with first of all, like, how'd you even pick up your camera, bro? I had a couple filmers in here, and I asked them that question, and it's always an interesting story, so I gotta ask you that.
Yeah? Okay. So how I picked up my camera, I used to be part of a jerking crew. Like, you know when jerking was a thing?
Shout out to the jerking.
Come on, hey, All-Star Kids gang.
Facts. ABC Kids, I remember them.
Yeah, there's a couple of them fly ones. Happy Feet. They were killing it. They were killing it back then.
Bro,
a little bit of Rivals.
Blue skinny jeans and shit. That's all I remember.
I still got, like, the skinny jeans, the orange ones.
Shout
you know?
out to the 2009 jerk shit.
Trust me. But, like, yeah, like, I'm kind of lanky. Well, I am lanky, so, like, I wasn't really trying to do all those crazy things, like, you know. But, like, I hit the Dougie. Like, that's how I got my name Payday. Because my Dougie was just mean.
Dope.
But, like, yeah, that's how I picked up the camera. Like, shooting my friends, and then I'd go, and then, like, yeah, we used to edit it together and things.
That's so sick, bro. See, every time I ask that question, it's a crazy story.
For real.
Were your friends talking about filming it, or were you the one that's just like, yo, this would be sick to watch?
Like, I was just going along with what they were doing, honestly, at the time. Because, like, you know, we were just a group. Like, you know, back in the days, mans would just ride their bike, be outside until 6 type shit. So, like, yo, why not make a drinking crew? And I'm like, I want to make movies. Like, I always knew I wanted to make movies, be in movies. So I'm like, yo, this will help me, too.
That's a really, like, nice organic way of getting into something you want to try. I've seen it a lot where someone wants to make a movie and then they're like, how do I make a movie, and get overwhelmed. And
It's true.
starting off just shooting something for fun, you like it.
Whoa.
Great way. You got the Labatt 52, bro. Sponsor us, bro.
Come on, tap in.
Tap in, man. But yo, that's a dope way to start off because it's like it's still fun. It's like a new experience for
Legit,
you. It can
yeah.
take you a different direction.
No pressure, honestly.
No pressure.
But like making a movie is like overwhelming. There's a lot of moving pieces, but like I feel like everything in life is like has a certain overwhelming aspect to it. Like, you know, just what you want to put that time in.
That's a great way to put it too, because yeah, if you look at everything like this is the finished product, how's it gonna look? It's a lot, but take it step by step.
And just start it. Once you start it, like I have a lot of friends that are perfectionists, and like me, I do not believe in like things being perfect. I feel like it's such a dead end. Like when something is perfect, like there's no room for improvement type stuff. Like, you know, I always say like, okay, whatever I want to do for this video or this photo, I'll do for the next one. The type shit. Like just better myself, like, you know.
100%, bro. That's a great way to look at it. I always felt like with perfection, what if someone says they don't like what I'm doing? Then I'm gonna change it because of what they say. Like
you might, unless like you have a really strong resolve and like you could take criticism. At first, like as a kid, I could not take criticism. If my mom would talk to me, I'd just start to tear up. I'd be like, type shit, like, you know. But like now, I want criticism. It helps me like get better. Like I need to know what you think, what everyone thinks, and I'll pick and choose, you know.
That's real, because criticism is different from like dissing. Like criticism is meant to help you out, improve.
Facts.
You know? Was there something that someone ever told you where you're like, yo, that is true and I should probably work on this?
Damn. Yeah. Part of that POV program, there's soft skill classes like every Saturday, or was it Wednesday? One of those days. It's relevant now. But like, yeah, they used to say like just don't get defensive. Like when people used to tell me things, I'd iron wall like Gara. Like I'd have something to say, like defend myself early. But like now I'm just like whatever. Like I'll listen to what you're saying. Like if depends on where you're coming from type shit.
Exactly. You weigh it appropriately.
Trust me. And you have to.
Yeah, you do have to. You gotta have that. I will know what I want to do, but if this makes sense.
Makes sense to me. Yeah.
Exactly. That's dope, bro. So you shot the jerking video. Your friends fuck with it. Got good response.
Yeah, we were doing great. I honestly feel like we were really popular. Like, you know, people knew us. Even though there's like a lot of hate just because we were jerking, wearing skinny jeans and shit like that, but like we didn't care. I think that's how also like my not caring attitude also came along, like, you know?
Yeah. I always liked that era. I never participated in it, but I liked watching these guys because it was like, bro, they're just doing their thing and who gives a fuck? Like
it was fun, man.
It was fun. It was a fun vibe.
I'd go to the parties and the Dougie sound would come on and they'd make a circle for me and I just go in and I just
there we go,
just
young Payday.
Come on, hit that Dougie like it's Payday.
Hell yeah, man, that's hard as fuck.
Trust me.
That. So after that, what was your kind of next progression in the filming
after
game?
After that, like high school, we finished high school. Jerking was kind of like dying down. I'm like, okay, I want to go to film school, but I'm not really trying to put the money back in, like, you know. So I found POV 3rd Street program,
right,
where I signed up, and like, yeah, just from there was a program where you had to write like a short script, and my short script was 2nd place. So it was me and another lady named Samantha, and she won. So me and her had to co-direct her short film, because I'm known for like my comedy writing and stuff like that, and she wanted her film to also be like kind of funny because it touches on like race and stuff like that. And when you're talking about serious things, it's good to like kind of make it funny so it's easy for people to take in type shit, you know?
That's real, man. That's an interesting challenge too, because you got to work with someone who might have a completely different style, but it
was hard still, but I learned so much from it. It was really hard, yeah.
Was there anything that maybe you can take from her was there anything you took from her that you kind of use going forward that you might not have found on your own?
Let's see. Just having like a voice. Like she's a very strong woman, and like anything on her mind, or like she knew what she wanted, and like going for it, I knew that I need to know what I want when I'm directing so I could communicate with others. Right. Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's an interesting situation where you probably wouldn't have been in it on your own, kind of naturally went that way.
Yeah, like back then I could have done it on my own, but the way I was thinking back then, it would have been like, wow, this is a lot of pressure type shit. So I think everything just happens for a reason, like, you know?
I agree, man. Mm-hmm. So you're into the comedy, eh? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love comedy. after I get my People's Magazine Sexiest Man award, I'm gonna like definitely start doing comedy and shit. You know?
Oh yeah, man. I saw on your story. It was like, what was his name?
Paul Rudd. Yeah.
It's not Paul Rudd, man. Come on.
Yeah. You know, I'm up next.
SkullNScorpion up next.
Come on,
man.
up next. Maybe like 2025. You know, people's hit me up. You know.
There we go. People, come on, man. But what kind of comedy are you fucking? What's your kind of comedy style?
Holy, I really like dark comedy a lot. Just cause like, you know, when shit's bad, if you can make a joke about it and lighten up the whole situation, then you know,
yeah,
it heals. It feels good. So, but like as comedians go, I really like Dave Chappelle, Childish Gambino, or guest Donald Glover. Who else? Frig, there's a lot, man. There's a lot of comedians I mess with.
You look for comedians, or do you look for funny movies or funny shows?
All of them. Okay, when it comes to funny movies, I really like Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Will Ferrell, those guys. Like, you know.
I love that era.
Michael Cera, yeah. Those guys, trust me.
Like
Seth Rogen type shit, yeah.
That was, yo, I've talked about this before, man. That era was so underrated because it was a movie you could watch and it could have like some raunchiness in it and could be like kind of dramatic too, but also fucking hilarious. I love those movies, man.
It's true, and that's how like you get away with it, like just by being funny. Being funny, you could get away with like a lot of things, like, you know, like talking about like race or like just anything fucking depressing you don't want to talk about. If you can make it funny, people tend to listen.
Laughter's the best medicine, man.
It's true. Did you see how Dave Chappelle got tackled?
I saw like I was scrolling on IG and I saw it, but I didn't like look into it. What happened with that?
So apparently I'm not too, like the person came at him with like a knife and a gun. I think the gun was fake though. And like during the whole thing, like he's still cracking jokes. He's like I'm gonna kick this nigga's ass and type shit. Like, you know, hold up, let me go get my beats in. And he puts the mic down, he goes in, like, you know? Like he's still making light of it. Like that's how I'm trying to like be, you know?
You feel like people take themselves too serious sometimes?
100%. I feel like that's where a lot of problems even start from. Just people not being able to laugh at themselves or just like making everything life and death.
Exactly. No one cares, bro. It's not that serious.
They're gonna forget, like, legit.
What you think? I hate asking this question, but I feel like you have an interesting perspective on it. The Will Smith shit. What did you think of that?
Honestly, like, I'm a big fan of Will Smith. I just feel like the man's probably going through like so much shit like behind the scenes that we don't know of. Like for him to want to walk up and slap Chris Rock in the face like that, cause like
he's going through it.
Yeah.
That's real, man. I brought that up because it's like, yo, I definitely am on the side of like a comedian should be able to make jokes.
Legit.
Bro. Like you can't fight a comedian, bro. Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
After the fact,
no,
they
talk about it. Be like, hey, like if you really feel like they really hurt you or so and so, you have something in your chest, by all means bring it up. And I guarantee they're not gonna be like, oh fuck you, like da 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 da. They'll be like, my bad, like, you know, it's a joke type shit.
You know why, bro? Like art, man, it is expression. Whatever you do, like podcasting, videos, pictures, photography, comedy, like I don't want limits on that. I don't want 100%. Boundaries, you know. I think that type of shit hurts it. I
don't want boundaries on like life, really. No. I want people to be able to be themselves, as long as you're not hurting anyone type shit, like, you know, just be liberated, like, you know, no limits, no boundaries, like just excel.
I completely agree, bro. And that's why I love meeting people like yourself, Zargo, and everyone we shout out, because it's everyone trying to do their own thing, and it's different things. But it's, you know, just trying to make the most out of it. Trust and me. I love that type of shit, man.
It's different things, but, like, all the different things we're doing, we could come together and, like, do it up. Like, no matter what you do. Like, I have friends who don't even do this film stuff, but, like, they work with cars. But, like, since they work with cars, I could get their cars for the video. And, like, you know, no matter, like, even if you cook, you could do catering for sets. Like, we could all just work together. Like, there's no need for anyone to have to be upset with anyone's success. Like, you know, just get your own success type shit.
That's a huge cheat code, bro. The more your people succeed, the more you succeed as well, man.
It trickles down, like.
It really does.
And it just makes you feel good seeing your people do good.
It really does, bro. I think the community right now is on that wave. I don't know about you. I'm excited where things are going, bro. I think a lot of people are doing their thing.
I think people are really waking up and just, like, taking back the power for themselves and just realizing, like, literally anything is possible. Like, just because you see people on TV, like, what's stopping you from being on the same spot as someone else? Like, you know?
Facts. No, it's true, bro. Really, no limits, no boundaries.
100%.
That's real, man. So back with the video and photography stuff. When did you start taking pictures? Because you take some hard pictures too, man.
Shoot. Fuck. I've been taking pictures since, like, I had, like, a BlackBerry. So, you know, but I always wanted, like, the serious big boy cameras, but, like, they were kind of out of reach because I was a kid type shit, you know? Mm-hmm. And my mom wasn't really trying to give me a camera. Like, she doesn't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm the same kid who's like cutting up her couches. So like, you know, why is she gonna buy me a camera?
Rack on this camera for you.
Legit, but it all starts with like just my friends wanting to support them needing content, them needing people to see what they're doing.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, I want to do movies. Like, this is all gonna like, it's transferable skills. I feel like composition of the frames and like coloring and stuff. I could transfer it to filmmaking.
Bro, you're a smart fucking guy, man. I'm telling you, man. A lot of people wouldn't see it that way, but the way you're seeing it, I really respect it.
It's all about perception.
Exactly. You can learn from any situation, and it could improve going forward. I love that, bro.
Most stuff, man. There's nothing in life you can't learn from. I feel like even if you're learning what not to do, you're still learning.
100% right, bro. That's lessons, man. I was learning that throughout COVID. Like, I've learned a lot. Like, the COVID shit hit me. I think it hit everyone. You know, a lot of being by yourself, like not being outside.
Yeah.
And I was able to kind of sit back and think about some shit. And with stuff reopening, I was like, yo, those times really did help me prepare. Like, it did help me learn a lot of shit, you know?
What were you doing, like, through those tough times?
Just same shit, bro. Just trying to hold it down, trying to do my thing. Like, I was already doing the podcast and shit like that, but
okay, cool.
I wasn't sure what to do with it, like, and then still doing other things.
Still figuring it out type shit, yeah.
Figuring it out, bro. But the thing about it was, you figure it out. Like,
yeah.
You keep trying, you eventually figure it out. And I think what you were saying there with, you can learn from every situation.
Most stuff.
Bro, it pays off.
What made you want to like get into podcasting, if you don't mind me asking?
I've always been a fan of like art, bro, like movies, all the photography, this and that.
Good taste, I can tell by like the stuff you have on the wall.
Appreciate that, bro. We'll get into that too.
Say less.
But and then podcasting was always something I felt like I could do. You know, it was like you plug in a microphone, let's try it. I want to talk some shit anyway. Let's get it, bro. I always just wanted to be doing my thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm glad you felt that way because a lot, like even me, like I'm interested in like having conversations with people and like talking to them. But like at first I'm like podcasting, like it's scary. Like where do I even start? But like you know.
Anything you jump into, I think, is scary, especially if you want people to like see it or hear it. Like if you do something and it's just for you, it's different, yeah. And it's not better or worse at all. It's just different. But like, yo, when you made your first video, you put it out, people have the chance to see it, which means, oh, they might fuck with it, they might
not,
trash.
Yeah.
And like, we're human, like, it might hit you, but I think that was a liberating thing, you know, where it's like, fuck it, it's out now.
Yeah, let's go
even further, bro.
I get your feedback and like just move on to the next. Like when I put out my first like party video, like I loved it. Like it was so much fun. Wasn't even thinking about how are people gonna receive it or like, you know. As I made more videos, I started to think like that. Like,
why do you think that is?
I guess because at first I was just doing it to like show my group of friends, like, you know, they were throwing parties, so I'm like, yo guys, like I made this for us, like, you know, like it's our baby, like take a look. And like I have a picture of everyone just standing around watching it and just smiling, and I'm like, damn, like, you know, they really fucked with it. But like I guess I got more eyes on me and like more people seeing what I'm doing, working for people and with them, so like they have an idea of how they want their videos and stuff like that. So it got a little more not stressful, but more challenging, I guess.
That's real, man. And that's an interesting thing too, because the better you get at something, the more possibilities you see, but also you're taking on more, like it's a little bit more responsibility now.
But you need that.
You do.
Like you need that pressure, like that growth. You can't be comfortable too much. I was very comfortable in my childhood. Yeah. Just hanging out with the same group of people. That's what made me comfortable.
That's real shit. Was there a time when you kind of had to move on from that? Like, yo, I love you guys and I love what I come from, but I gotta move on.
Legit. It hit me the hardest when we were in my friend's basement and like they were all just chilling. I'm like, shit, I gotta get up, go all the way downtown to like my media training program, meeting like people I've never met, people I don't know, leave my friends who like I'm just like comfortable with, like, you know?
Yeah.
Have to go all the way downtown. And, like, that's when it hit me, like, yeah, I gotta break out a bit more to do what I want to do. Because, like, I love my friends, but, like, there's other people out there, too, I gotta meet. And, like, you know, just staying in my certain areas, like, me never leaving my room.
That's exactly what it is. It stunts your growth. You're not able to reach your potential, bro. You gotta see different parts of the world, man.
Just expand that, like, your mind. Like, we think in such a small, narrow way, like only art our point of view, but like there's so much other point of views, and I really try to like put myself in people's shoes, or just like try to just experience what they experience, you know, to understand.
100%, man. That's really a key to life, in my opinion, man. You learn how people live a little bit differently. You realize, yo, I'm not better than you, I'm not worse than you, and same with you.
We're equal.
just doing
Like, where are you coming from type
equal.
shit. I'm coming from like the same thing, just a little bit different of a story, you know?
Exactly, bro. I had a recent experience where I met a bunch of people from various countries like Brazil, Mexico, and
Okay.
it was so interesting because at the end of the day, they're all like, yeah, I got my kids at home, just want to go see them, like, gotta go to work. Like, everyone, wherever you live, is the same, bro, at the
It's
end
true.
of the day.
It's true, and I like started to pick up on that more when I like go to my media program. Like, yo, this guy reminds me of my boy from like the ends, or like this girl reminds me of some girl from the block. Like, you know, it just we're all like the same. It's trippy.
That's real as fuck.
It's so
A
trippy.
lot of doppelgangers out here, man.
Facts, legit.
That's real.
I've been accused of being a doppelganger like bare times. Like, there was this one time at Cineplex, I was ordering something in line, and like some girl just ran up behind me and like just gave me the tightest hug. And I turned around and she looked so scared. I'm like, why are you scared? You don't want to hug me?
you hug
Like,
me,
yeah.
man.
Like, you know?
That's so funny.
So many faces.
Yo, also shout out to the shirt this guy's wearing, man. This guy's got his face on a t-shirt.
Payday.
Love that.
Little Payday.
I thought it was Plies at first.
No. Young Payday. Same P though, I guess. This is like the
banger.
first picture I posted on Instagram and got like so much likes before I even did photography.
That's fire.
Right? And it's just my face. I'm like, I have to make it a
I
shirt.
think that was a sign, bro.
Legit.
That's so sick.
Legit.
What was the first music video you shot? I'm curious about that.
First music video. It has to be one for Zargo. I'm just not too sure which one it was. It's either Zargo or Young Leaks, but I'm pretty sure it was Zargo. So it was Drugs or How We Rock by Young Leak. Yeah.
Bangers.
Trust
I was
me.
watching both of those.
Yeah?
Bangers. And I really like the most recent Young Leaks one I saw that you shot for him.
In Jamaica.
Yo, I was in Jamaica last week, bro. I'm like, yo, this video looks like it's in Jamaica, man.
What were you doing in Jamaica?
Just chilling.
Okay,
Just
turn up.
chilling, man.
Yeah.
Never been there before. It was dope.
Did you like it?
I liked it a lot.
Okay. I loved
Very
it too.
relaxed.
My first time. The people were just so like different there. Like, I was in a place where it wasn't like the most luxurious place, but like no one was bummed out. Like, everyone was having a good time type shit. Like, you know?
That's real, bro. You know what tripped me out about Jamaica? Not tripped me out, but
What?
we were talking about perspective. A lady there, a local, was she was like 27, a year older than me, and she had 2 or 3 kids, whatever. And I was with my buddy, and she's asking, when are you having kids? And my buddy's like, I just gotta get some more bread, like
Yeah,
get more
money.
comfortable. And she's like, but yo, when is it enough? You know, it's never enough, really.
It's true,
Like, if
honestly.
when you have enough money, then you say, I need a bigger house or a bigger car. Just have
It's
the
true. Just
kids.
do it. Like, I have a kid.
Shout out to you.
Yeah,
bro.
shout out to Shire. Shy.
Shout out to the young legend.
Trust
man.
me, the young goat.
That was a culture that I feel like is not really shared in like Western culture, like Canadian American culture, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just so interesting because I'm like, you're right, man, and you're right because you believe in it. You know?
It's true. Like,
It was cool.
I understand people's perspective when they say they want to have money to like provide for their kids and like give them everything they want, but like honestly, a kid really needs is just like love, like, you know, just know someone's there, like just support. Like, obviously they're gonna want like the latest things, the latest that, but that's for you to instill in them like, yo, these things are just meaningless.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like go get those things, but don't make it like rule you. Don't be like, oh, I can't get this, so I'm bummed, or like, you know, just I don't know.
Value it the way it's supposed to be valued.
Yeah, don't put
No-
too much
no
into
more.
it. Yeah.
That's real as fuck, man.
Yeah, because growing up, like, my mom definitely made sure I was blessed. Like, she went beyond the means for me, and like there was always more I wanted, but like I was satisfied, like, you know, just her being there for me.
I love that, man. That's real shit too. Where it's like it's not about the material, man. It's not at all. Cause there's always gonna be the newest thing that
Legit.
comes out, but you can't buy it. You can't buy your soul, bro.
You're gonna be always chasing the newest thing. Your happiness is gonna rely on like your bank account, and like that's cool, but like I feel like there's more to it. Like, you know, like there's more.
There is more.
Happiness comes with like from within yourself.
100% it does.
I'm getting into like the philosophy part of my bio.
I'm glad, bro. I love that type of shit, man.
Don't kill me.
Is that something that you like? Are you a reader? Or are you someone that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What
For
kind of
sure.
shit do you like to read?
Well, I recently picked up some books by Albert Camus, like the French philosopher.
Mhm.
Yeah. So The Stranger, The Plague. I'm on The Plague right now. That's pretty good. It's about creepy. It's kind of like COVID, I guess. Like, there's a whole bunch of rats and like people are getting sick. I haven't finished it yet, but like, yeah, that's some things I'm on.
Isn't it wild? I like reading like some of that old stuff too, and isn't it wild how everything's happened already, bro? Like the shit.
History just repeats itself, yeah.
History repeats itself.
And if you don't learn from it, it's gonna just continue repeating itself.
Ultimate cycle.
Legit.
I think about that shit a lot, man.
It's trippy.
It is trippy, and a lot of it is about the material stuff too.
True.
It's about like a happy man is not the one that's chasing shit. Like it's the one that is appreciating what's happening. You know.
It's facts. Just being grateful for like what you have, like, is a lot more better than going out and buying a bag and I'm like, I'm happy with this bag. It's the sickest bag. And then 2/2s, you look on Instagram, there's a new bag and you're not happy now. You know.
Real, bro. That shit helps me, man.
Same.
That shit helps me.
Same with me.
Kind of leveled, you know.
Same. Like without like. Philosophy has definitely kept me positive, like, you know, philosophy, like Lil Peep, just like things like that, just like, yeah.
Bro, I love that you brought up Lil Peep in that same sentence, because that's
Gus Gang, come on.
Gus Gang, man.
Come on, RPP.
Real legend. Energy never dies, though.
Facts, though. He's out here still.
You huge Lil Peep fan, eh?
Big Lil Peep fan.
Check this guy's IG, bro. Scroll back
Please.
to 2017, taking a picture with Lil Peep.
I manifested that.
And someone else, Horsehead?
Horsehead.
Yo.
I was a big Horsehead fan.
Goth
Funny
like
thing,
for life.
okay, so this is how it happened. Lil Peep came to Toronto, and I got like an Airbnb with the girl I was talking with at the time. And I went out to get breakfast in the morning, and I see Horsehead and his girl walking down the street. I'm like, fuck, I want to get a picture to like just capture this moment of me going to the concerts and stuff, like, you know. But I'm like, he's with a girl. I don't want to, like, you know, be like, hey, yo, can you stop and take a picture? Yeah. I'm like, fuck, whatever. I went home, got ready for my media training program. I checked my Instagram, and I see that they're at, what's it called, Black Market. You know Black Market downtown?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, fuck. It's on my way to my program. Like, I'm going to stop at the McDonald's, and I'm going to go see Black Market if they're there. As I'm going down, like, to Chinatown, to the McDonald's in Chinatown, I see like a big truck, and I see Lil Peep and Horsehead and like a whole bunch of bikers just chilling outside. I'm like, yo, this is my chance now. I get off the bus, I run. It's like right in front of the leather store in Chinatown. I'm like, yo, can I get a photo with you guys? And like Lil Peep's like, yeah, do you want me to take the picture? I'm like, come on, fam, you gotta be in it too. Like, what do you mean you're taking a picture for me? Like, you know, like, fam, like he was such a modest and like humble guy. Like he didn't even think like I wanted a picture with him. Like, you know. It's
That's
crazy.
A fire story, bro.
Trust me. Thanks.
Shut up, man. What do you think it is about that guy's music, bro? I still listen to it all the time.
I think that he allows himself to be vulnerable and speak for people who are vulnerable too and probably don't know how to put it into words or like don't know how to express what they're feeling type shit. He just really spoke to a generation or just like people.
I think you're right, bro. You really had a way with that shit. And it's funny, like, interviews and stuff, he wasn't a big talker, you could tell.
No, not at all.
But that music, you're right, like he
spoke with
everything.
The music, yeah.
Yeah, I always fucked with his music too because he would say some really slick shit too. Like
he talked his shit.
He was talking his shit, but at the same time very meaningful.
Legit.
That's real, man.
Definitely put impact in my life, yeah.
Me too, bro.
Positive.
Me too, man. I wish he was around longer, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Shout out Lil Peep.
His music will be around forever, so like, you know.
Isn't it crazy how much that shit blew up?
Yeah, super crazy.
He's like one of the biggest artists like ever now. It's wild to me.
His story was very inspiring too. Just watching how he came from New York with his mom.
Yeah.
Then like linking up with Young Goth and then just skyrocketing. Yeah.
Crazy, bro. Did he influence your work at all? Or did any like music guys influence your work?
Definitely. I say everyone I work with influences my work. Like when I'm shooting with Zargo, I definitely bring out my rebellious side, my punk rock side, my just underground side, like, you know?
Rockstar shit.
Yeah, legit rockstar shit. Kind of like gritty, grungy, like DIY, like we're just doing it and like whatever happens, it's going to be a beautiful mistake type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real. That's dope too, because you're showing your versatility, man. I'm big on that versatile vigilante.
Okay, yeah, come on, VV.
You know, being able to adapt to different situations is huge. Cause
you got to be able to adapt.
That's a good point. Yo, Zargo and Young Leaks, two completely different artists, and they both clearly fuck with you. You both clearly have chemistry. That's, to me, super impressive and valuable.
Much appreciated, boss. Much appreciated, yeah. Like, working with Leaks, I'm more in my, like, real rap. Like, not saying that this is not real rap. Like, it's kind of like fusion rap, like, you know? But Leaks is just, like, straight bars, straight, like, you know, from the gut of telling his story type shit. So, like, you know?
And it fits.
Yeah.
Fits, bro. And you know what's gonna be sick about that? When
Free Young Leaks, by the way.
Free Young Leaks, man.
Free Young Leaks. Come on.
Hell yeah, ASAP.
Come on.
What's sick about that too, bro, is you're gonna be in some crazy situations that you never would have thought of, and you'll be able to hold it down because you have that talent, you know.
You gotta be like, even like growing up, I felt like I was always very versatile in just who I am as a person. Like I'm a big time nerd. I love anime. I love comic books, but like, I'd find the like. I guess the hood man's in like I used to go to Westview for a while, and like we'd have debates on like, yo, Superman's better than Hawks, like Superman's better than like Bear people. I was always writing for Superman type shit, and like I just made friends that way, like people I never thought I'd be friends with, like, you know.
From being yourself, man.
Legit.
At the end of the day,
you have to be yourself, like, you know, figure out who you are, or like, I guess we're always figuring out who we are, but like, you know, just be true to yourself.
Exactly.
Type shit, yeah.
Exactly, bro. So you're also. On your bio, I took a lot from your bio because it was interesting to me. Where you also say director.
Director, yeah.
Director to me is a lot about managing people, dealing with people. How'd you kind of get a little deeper into that game?
With the directing, like, I just watched a lot of videos, and like I guess my experience from POV really taught me a lot too. But like, I just know for a director, you just have to be able to work with people and like know when an idea is good. Don't be like, well, this is my story. It only has to have my ideas. Like, you'll get so many good ideas from the people you work with. Like, you'd be an idiot not to take them. You know? But like, yeah, like, yeah.
That's real, bro. Because managing people again is a completely different ballgame. Because I've seen people in many different fields where they're extremely skilled and talented, but the people side maybe is not
they lack.
There.
They lack.
And it's I think maybe even more important.
Like, most definitely. I feel like you could learn a lot about like the technical stuff with anything, but like you really need to interact with people to like learn with about people and stuff like that. Especially like making a movie or anything creative. There's gonna be people with a whole bunch of different backgrounds you got to be able to connect with.
Exactly, because you got to make everyone comfortable, bro. If they're not comfortable, it's hard to get the best out of their work, you know.
That too, yeah. I'm big on like everyone just feeling comfortable to the point where sometimes I might even put my own comfortability to the side just to make sure someone else is comfortable.
I think the directing thing is very philosophical in its own. Like, it's very psychological, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I make this person feel comfortable so we can make the best project.
Trust me.
That's real, man. You enjoy that side of things?
I love that side of things. Like, directing and acting are the two things, like, even when I retire, I'm always going to be doing. You know, like, once my friends are, like, at a position where they don't even need me behind the camera no more, like, you know?
Yeah. That's
what I'm going to be focusing on. Just directing films. Because I told you I wrote, like, short scripts, and, like, I even won, like, a contest for writing a commercial. It's on YouTube right now, too, yeah.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Is it on your channel?
Nah, I have another channel for like my acting and stuff.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden. Yeah, it's kind of hidden. You know?
I love that type of shit, man.
Me too, man.
I think it's great to dip your toe in whatever you want to, man. You never know what
Why
you'll
not?
enjoy.
Always feed your brain. Like I said, we have so much time on this earth, but so little time. Like, why not try everything you want to try? Like, you know, what's the worst that can happen?
Facts. Bro, you're an interesting guy to me because you have a big personality, but you're behind the camera. Like, and I think that's not a fair thing to say because a lot of camera guys are mad charismatic, but I think there's that stereotype. Like, the camera guy's quiet in the back and the artist is like... Yeah. I think you're a dope example of, like, bro, we gotta hear from you guys too, bro.
Much appreciated.
That's real.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I am, like, a bit more reserved to myself. Like, I don't want to be one of those people who are, like, super famous where I get recognized everywhere I go, but I want to be one of those people, like, if you know, you know. Like, if you watch my movies and, like, you're a fan of my directorial stuff, you'd be like, yo, that's Payday, that's Helly, like, he made this movie, and, like, you know, you might come up and ask for a picture type shit. Not, like, fans flocking me down. I guess that's why I'm kind of, like, more reserved, too.
But that's a great balance, too, where it's, like, for the art shit, you're going to see me.
Yeah.
Personal life, you don't really need to know much about me.
No, look, like, check the art if you want to know about anyone. Like, just check their art, like, you know?
Check the art, exactly.
Check the art.
Exactly. There's this, have you ever heard of this graphic designer named Blasey?
Is he from No Jumper?
He's on No Jumper.
I was watching his interview, too, just to, like, get prepared for, like, you know...
He's super dope. I fuck with him, and he said some interesting stuff where, like, a lot of the graphic designers don't really put themselves out there. It's just the work. And he's like, bro, if you have something to say and want to say, I think you should say it.
Legit.
You know? And I agree with that, man. You
Legit.
don't have to,
but if you do,
want to,
say it, like, you know?
Exactly.
It's gonna resonate with someone. It's gonna even help someone. Like, who knows? Who knows who you're gonna touch?
Exactly, bro. If it relates to one person, I think that's massive.
That's good enough, yeah. Facts.
Are you someone that like watches a lot of shit for creativity, inspiration? Like, how you get inspired, bro?
Movies, music, my friends. I definitely get inspired by like movies. When I'm in a rut, like I just go ghost. Like just be a Scorpio. I'll just be in my room, just binge watching bare TV shows, bare movies, just like, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to like tap into what made me like want to do this in the first place. And I'll find like a sick movie or like a Wes Anderson movie I haven't watched and like, yo, inspired like that.
He's dope.
He's super dope.
Shit.
I was watching the World Tannenbaums, was it? I'm like,
Yeah,
wow, this is like beautiful.
Love that, bro. I love tapping into different types of movies, different types of music, different types. It's all good shit. Like,
Legit, it's for the soul.
It's
for the soul, for the soul, for the mind.
So you said on your Scorpio shit, is that something where you feel like a social setting can be draining? Sometimes you gotta go back to
Legit.
your dolo.
Legit, like they can be super draining, but like just, I guess it's also like how I look at it. But for me, like I love interacting with people, but like to a certain extent, I'm more introverted, even though I may not come off as it. But like, yeah, I definitely like just like chill days. Like, you know, people will see my Instagram and think, yo, this guy's just a party animal. But like, now I'm training up with like close friends that I haven't seen in a hot minute type shit. You know?
Yeah. Extremely relatable, bro. I know exactly what you mean by that.
Man. I do like to go out, but like I like to celebrate more than just turn up for the sake of turning up.
Exactly, man. It's balance, bro. At the end of the day,
life is all about balance.
If I'm out 7 days a week partying, I will not be at my best. I know that about myself. I need my special time to myself.
I need to charge up. Like,
exactly.
I feel like hanging out with so much people, like you could get influenced, like even in the wrong ways. Like, not like on some bad shit. Just like saying, you believe in something, I hang out with you for so long, I start to believe that thing is, like, I believe what you believe. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you just still gotta figure out, like, you know, are you just believing this because of conditioning, or are you believing it because you truly believe in it?
Very true. And that's kind of what I meant earlier in the interview, when it was good that when you guys were like jerking and shit like that, you found the filming stuff, because a lot of times you might find a bad habit that your friends might share, you know?
Yeah.
Shit can be crazy.
It's easy. It's not hard.
Easy.
Like, it's not hard
Very
for that.
Easy. Were you ever someone into that type of shit, the party vibe, like whatever comes with that? You know what I'm trying to say?
When I was in high school, I used to watch like Skins a lot. So I'm like, fuck, I definitely want to turn up and like get lit, you know? Until I started to live that life, and like it was fun. Don't get me wrong. Like I still love turning up and getting lit, but like it can't just be your only thing.
Facts. Time and a place.
Yeah, it just can't be your only thing. But like I definitely like to turn up and get lit with my people. No doubt about that.
It's definitely a time and a place, right?
Legit. We gotta turn up together sometime too, you know?
Down, bro.
Yeah?
Honestly, I was gonna talk to you off the camera about this, but fuck it, we'll talk about on. I think we
Live.
can make some dope shit together, man.
100%.
I think so, bro.
Yeah.
That's what excites me about meeting people like yourself too. Like, this is shit we can build for time. As time goes on, man, years to come.
Trust me, even like meeting people, I could like meet people who like I could connect you with someone, and then like you guys could hit it off, and then it just keeps going. Like, you know, it's like the 6-degree separation type shit.
Facts. I really fuck with the way you were filming. It was like kind of a fisheye vibe, like a surf.
Okay, yeah. My story, right?
That was hard as fuck. Like, that would be something where I'm like, yeah, we can do something sick.
It's like my aesthetic type choice. Like I got those from like skate videos and like type shit, you know?
That's the vibe.
Just feel grungy.
Bro. I love grungy, man.
Me
I love
too.
That shit.
Me too.
I hate
grunge is my style, yeah.
Me too, bro. I hate finely tuned shit, bro.
Yeah, like,
not for me.
Like I get like if you're a business or something, like you just want to look polished, but like I like the grunge. I like to inspire people. Like I want them to see like, yo, I could do this too, like, you know?
Me too, man. That's always been attractive to me, and to this day I find it even more attractive now, bro.
Trust me, it's always gonna be DIY. Like do it yourself. Like just try a thing.
DIY, man. There was shit made in like the 70s that was grimy, 80s grimy, now grimy. Like there's always been that spirit, you know, and I always fucked with that.
And I want to keep it alive. Just
yeah,
like
bro.
Punk rock music, like, you know, it's very DIY. Like pick up a guitar and start beating on it.
Exactly. It's kind of like that anti like rules mentality, and I love that shit.
Yeah, I guess it falls into that. All just falls.
It all falls into that, bro. You don't need money, man. You really don't.
You don't. You just need the will. Just the will to do whatever you want to do, you know?
If you can't turn nothing into something,
you don't really need something, man, because you don't know what to do with it.
Exactly, bro.
Facts.
Another tweet that will not be on Twitter.
We got these quotables.
Quotables, man. Nah, that's real as fuck. Going back to the Scorpio comment, because I like talking about that shit too.
Okay.
Are you into the horoscopes and shit like that?
I am. I really am. Like, it's not like black and white. Like, oh, if you're a Scorpio, you're like this. But there is a bit of like similarities to it. Like, you know, there's some truth to it. I feel there's some truth to it.
Bro. I used to kind of dismiss it.
Yeah.
And then over time, I'm like, man, there's got to be something to this. It's too like on point sometimes.
It's either like the people who read their horoscopes, they're like conditioned to like believing that's how they are, or like it just resonates with them. What's your horoscope, if you don't
Libra.
know? Libra?
Yeah.
Turn the fuck up. I love Libras.
Gang. Yes,
October or September?
The very first day, September 23rd.
Gang, turn up. October 24th. Look at that.
Fire, bro. There's something to it, man.
There has to be. It. I'm not like 100% sure what it is, but as long as I'm on this planet, I'm gonna be researching and learning about it, like, you know, until I figure it out.
It's a cool thing to talk about too, where it's like I want to hear how people think about it, because everyone has an opinion on it. I feel,
yeah,
and it's interesting either way, and it's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain. It's like magic, bro.
It is.
It's just magic.
Some crazy, you know? Shit.
It's just magic.
That's real, bro. So what are you up to these days, man? What's like your plan for the next little while?
Plans for the next little while. Like, I got bare videos to edit from Jamaica. Just doing that and getting my merch back. Let me show it one more time. Really know the vibes, you know?
SkullNScorpion.
Yeah, just getting my merch running and just making passive income to, like, fund into my movies. The main goal is just building up the bag so I could, like, fund it into my movies.
That's the realest way to do it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Money comes in.
Money
goes back into the art.
Facts.
And we make even more.
Just rinse, repeat, and recycle.
Rinse, repeat, recycle. That's hard, bro. I'm gonna be looking out for your stuff. For
Same.
Sure.
Likewise. You'll be there.
Yes.
I'll tap in with you.
You excited about these summer events coming up? We were talking about before the podcast.
Yeah.
Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud for sure.
Excited about that?
Rolling Loud for sure. It's gonna be like the first time I get to see, like, I guess one of my friends like performing like in front of a whole bunch of people, like, you know, so it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's performing?
Chromazz on Sunday. Shout out to Comita.
Yeah. To Quarantina, man.
Come on, that track is a
Team
banger.
24/7 again. Shout
gang,
out,
gang, gang,
shoutouts.
gang.
Yeah, real gang.
Jess. I actually shot like a
Jess,
podcast
bro.
for Jess, and like she had a studio and she had me running the photography stuff there, so she really, like, you know, put me in the game.
I love her, bro. She's fearless, man.
Trust me, she's inspiring.
Fearless. I seen her in a room with pretty much all guys, and she was the one holding it down.
Fam,
I
like,
fucking love that shit.
That just comes with like knowing who you are and like just not like dimming yourself for other people. Like,
Facts.
Jess is someone who knows who she is and like she maneuvers like herself, like not trying to impress anyone. She's just trying to impress herself, you know?
Real one, bro.
I feel.
I agree. Real one, bro. You know what, man? Meeting people like her, like you, all these guys, and it's not to kiss anyone's ass. It opens my eyes, bro, because it's like growing up, I think there was a lot of people saying like, you gotta do this, and then I see people like yourselves where it's like, yo, you do whatever you want to do, man. You treat people well and you do your thing, and it's blessed. Like,
yeah, like I don't think there's anything wrong with like kissing ass and like letting someone know like, yo, I fuck with what you do, like, you know,
it's
like
showing love, bro.
legit. Like,
love.
don't wait for me to be gone or wait for me to do something super big to tell me how much you like what I'm doing. Like,
fuck that, man. I agree.
If you think about it, let them know. Let the person know, like, hey, I like your style, I like your music, I like your perseverance. I just really like what you're doing.
Exactly. Because real is real, talent is talent, fire is fire, you know?
It's true, man. It's so true.
Dope. What kind of shit are you watching right now?
What am I watching right now? Okay.
Or listening to?
Watching and listening to. Okay. I'm watching Better Call Saul. Shout out to like Breaking Bad. Fuck. I'm about to go see Doctor Strange tomorrow. And for that shit. Oh, also happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. But a lot of like crime shows I'm watching, like, you know, even Sopranos, like you need to pick up where I left off from that.
Yes, sir. Yes, you do, man. Yes, you do.
It's some good shit.
There we go.
I binge watched it up to like what, season 4, and like the whole week or like the whole month I'm just talking like them, like, you know, saying gabagool and like, what's the matter with you, like, you know,
put your head in the gabagool platter in here, man.
Trust me. Trust me. Next time.
That's hard, bro. I like watching shit too. I'm not a binge watcher. Okay. I like to watch good shit because it does get you thinking a little bit differently, you know?
Yeah. I feel like movies and like TV shows are just like the study of life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just showcasing different aspects of people's life. Like, you know, even though it may be fantasy or maybe like whatever, it still has aspects of life and just living.
It really is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, going back to the acting, actually, that's interesting. Is that something you do? Like, do you make projects for yourself to act in, or is it more like people hit you to act? What's the deal with that?
So at first I'd make projects for myself to act in, but like moving forward, I definitely want to showcase my friends and like focus on my directing. So my goal is to direct some movies with my friends in it, and then learn just more about acting through them, and then apply what I've learned through that on myself, and then just act with them. Yeah.
Going to school, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to be like
school in your own way.
Legit school of life. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like Adam Sandler, just working with my friends. Like, you know, move out to like America, get a big ranch, and be like, yo, I wrote a script. Like, you fuck with the role, V. Like, are you trying to be in it? Like, type shit. Like, you know.
That's so real, bro. That, you know, is in a way like mafia shit.
Yeah.
Like, it is, where you
The family.
take care of your family,
You trust
and
me.
then you're good at you.
That's why I love it.
Good.
It's all about like the mafia stuff. Even though there's like a lot of like there can be snakes in it, but at the core it's all about family and like the honor and like what is it called, the merita or something like that, the code. Yeah, the merita, yeah, like the code.
It is, bro. That's the thing too.
All about loyalty and shit.
Anything.
Shout out to NFL T Benz.
Gang. You can take something from anything, bro.
You can.
You know, you don't have to take everything 100%. Take something though.
You just gotta look for what you're trying to take and like what can nourish you to grow and be who you want to be.
Facts.
You know,
use it to your advantage. You know.
it's true.
That's real. Random question for you: were you a fan of the Rush Hour movies?
I love them. What the hell? Don't stop.
My God, that's. I knew you would fuck with that.
I watched them recently too with my boys. Yeah.
That's probably Rush Hour 2 specifically, probably my top 5 movies ever, man.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
It's super iconic. Rush Hour 2, Rush Hour 3. Chris Tucker in general, like, is it Chris Tucker? Yeah, Chris Tucker. I just love his shit, you know?
Those movies are crazy because huge money involved, but they were to me grimy. Like they're in the streets in the movie.
They're super grounded. Like even though they had a big budget, it was probably more for like the action scenes and like the explosions and shit.
The other scenes were in the streets and shit. Like it's so fire.
But those are the type of things that inspire me. Like just even growing up as a kid watching these things, I'm like, wow, I can't wait to like have my stuff in the big screen with my people in it. You know?
Real shit, bro. I'm the same way because it's like, would I want to watch this? You know?
Yeah, make things that you want to watch, reference things that you like, you know, say things that you want to hear type shit. I'm just making movies for kids like me. Yeah.
Full-length feature film, is that something that is on the...
Oh, yeah, for sure. Maybe after, like, a couple of short films, I'll definitely, like, tap into that, too. But that also just takes, like, funding.
Yeah, that's facts. Oh, man, I'm going to be there when that happens.
Oh, 100%.
Bro. Hell yeah.
I want you to be involved, like, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Like, if you're trying to act, like, please, I'd love to have you in the movie, you know?
I'd love to.
That's the goal,
I always thought
fam.
it would be dope to be one of those, like, little cameo... You know, those in the movies when, like...
I could see you as, like, a therapist, like, you know?
Something like
that.
Bro. Just,
maybe,
like, one scene vibe, and I think it would be lit.
Legit. Have Zargo come in, sit on, like, the lawn chair, and you with the clipboard, just listen to the man talk, just writing shit down.
That would be fucking iconic. We're speaking this into existence.
We're planting the seeds.
It's gonna happen.
It is happening.
I just thought of this, bro. You say, a lot of people say you look like someone. Bro, you look like Freddie Gibbs to me.
Freddie Gibbs?
Wait,
who's Freddie Gibbs?
Freddie Gibbs, the bald guy.
Ah, that's the dude who dissed Gunna, no?
Yes.
Ah, man.
He makes good music, though.
He does, I bet, yeah.
But, yo, I'm just thinking about that now.
Fuck. Who else have I gotten? I've gotten a lot of people, honestly. Freddie Gibbs, I've never gotten him before.
Or Plies.
Plies. I've gotten Plies before. My friend from fucking Atlanta says I look like Plies. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay, yeah, whatever. What else? I used to honestly, like, see, this is like talk about, like, not taking yourself too seriously. Like, before, if someone used to call me, like, oh, you look like this and this, I'd be like, oh,
fuck
like,
you.
yeah. Okay, there was this one incident. Some dude said, like, yo, you look like Lil Uzi. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Is that Jonah Hill? You look like Jonah Hill. And, like, you know, and just, like...
I fuck with that, though.
Yeah, but I was coming from a place of, like, malice type shit. Like, you know, I was trying to diss the man. Like, his friends were dying, but, like... Honestly, like, it's not even that big of a deal if I look like someone, like, you know?
Yeah, that's how I see it, bro.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
That's fucking hilarious, yeah. I already know the Jonah Hill era you're talking about.
Legit, yeah.
So
not the new Jonah Hill, like the old school Jonah Hill, too,
I know what you're talking
about.
But
I became, like, okay with that dude. Like, we had shots after, so it was, like, cool. Yeah.
That happens sometimes, too.
Legit.
Get off the wrong foot.
I think I was just in a bad mood, too. Like, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm like, oh, yeah, let me be ignorant, but, like, I'm not trying to be like that.
Before we wrap it up, I want to ask you one more, like, kind of deeper question.
Hit me with it.
Since you said you're a father now, since being a father, have you seen changes in yourself?
Fuck. Since being a father, I definitely have been changing. Just like not just being so selfish or like just seeing things from my point of view. Like my daughter will be trying to explain something to me and I'll interject and like cut her off and she'll be like, see dad, you're not listening, da 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 da, and I'll like really pause and be like, shit, like I'm acting like my parents now, like, you know? I'm not even giving the kid a chance to like explain herself.
Right.
But yeah.
It's crazy, man. You could learn from little kids. It's so
Kids are the future. You definitely can.
Real shit.
100%.
Another thing about history repeats itself. It's always been that way.
Legit.
Good for you, bro. I love
Thanks,
that
man.
shit, man. How's your daughter?
She is 9.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So
Big
she's
big woman.
in school and shit.
Mm-hmm. She used to do well, I guess every kid used to do like the online classes, but like yeah, now she's back in it.
Does it trip you out? Or like, bro, I was just in school.
Kinda, yeah. Just watching her and like seeing myself in her is like it's super trippy. Like she has a way bigger personality than I do. Like she's already destined for great things. Like, you know, if something happens and like I don't get to achieve all the other dreams or goals I had to, I could say like I already left my mark on this earth by seeing my little mini me. You know.
That's so real, bro. I love to hear that shit, man.
Much
real
appreciated.
honorable.
Trust me.
Has she shown an interest in like the camera and
For
shit?
sure,
Yeah.
and like she's a way better like. She's more outspoken. Like she's not scared to like say things. Like she be like, I'm not feeling that. Change that. Do that. I'm like, she's already a director. Like I'm learning from her in
so
directing
sick.
already. Legit.
That's cool as fuck, bro.
It is, man. It's
That's
crazy.
cool as fuck.
It's
Do you-
surreal.
Do you show her your work or like still too young?
All the time.
Yeah.
Well, she like my work isn't that bad. Like the most I have like is like maybe like my friends and like nightwear, like bathing suits and stuff like that. But like I'm not really trying to shelter her too much. Like these are things that exist. I rather show her these things existing and how to maneuver around these things than just like throwing her in the world without any type of information type shit. Like, you know?
Exactly. I'll educate you and I'll tell you what this is. And
Yeah.
then,
I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're too little, or like there's things she is too little for, but like
Yeah.
not my work and stuff like that. Like
I love
yeah.
that. Man.
She watches like the videos of Chromazz and be like, wow, I want to be in a music video too. Like, you know, give us some time.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
give us some time. Give us some time.
That's
Yeah.
facts, man. That's good too because it shows like, I think I heard that phrase where it's like strict parents create sneaky kids. You know,
It's
and
true.
I think that is true, man.
It's
Show 'em
true.
it's not that serious, but it's not maybe right now.
Like your kid is their own entity. Like you may have given life to them, but like they're still their own person. They're free thinking.
Yeah.
They've grown up differently. Like, you know, they're just gonna do what they need to do. Your goal is to be there to support them, protect them, but like not overprotect them where they can't even make mistakes type shit.
Facts.
You know?
Good for you, bro. I have a huge respect for parents, man.
Yeah.
Definitely
Same.
want to do that one day too.
You will.
Hell yeah.
You will.
Gang shit.
Come on. I can't wait. A little vigilante running
Little
around.
Vigilante running around, creating havoc. You know.
That's what I like to hear.
Love it, bro. Final thing I want to ask you.
Okay.
Little fan question. Their craziest video shoot that you've had, where it's like, bro, this was a fucking movie, and it might have even been behind the scenes that was just so wild.
Fuck. Okay.
Photo shoot or
Craziest.
video shoot?
Craziest video shoots. I did behind the scenes for Street Bitch Wave for Chromazz. That was pretty lit. She like dropped her phone in the water, and like we were in the boat and she was just singing like I'm outside in the AMG. Like we were just turning up, like, you know, good vibes. What else? Any video for like Zargo Leaks and Chromazz is always like really lit.
Turn up vibes.
Yeah. Just
Shout out
really
to that,
lit.
bro. Shout out Chromazz, man. She's out here doing her thing.
Come on, support the city.
Only 23 or something. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
fam.
Bro. She's doing her thing, man.
Legit.
Shout out Chromazz. Shout out Zargo for real.
Come on, shout out to Evil
Young
Twin,
Leaks.
Young Leaks,
Yeah.
NFLT bands. Fuck, there's bare artists I fuck with in this city. Just check my page, you'll see their stuff.
Facts. Same here too. A lot of fire shit coming out, man.
No stuff. I can show you some stuff like after, like, you know,
I'm
some.
down.
Yeah.
Fire, bro. So we're at about the hour mark, man. Anything you want to bring up? Any last? Doesn't even have to be last. Anything you want to bring up?
I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Like, coming in, I didn't really know what to expect. I'm like, could I even talk for an hour? Like, is that something I'm capable of? Like, yeah. Shout out to Versatile Vigilante, you know.
Shout out to SkullNScorpion. Oh, yo, actually, I want to ask you specifically SkullNScorpion. Is that a brand? Is that you? Like, are there other people under the umbrella?
SkullNScorpion is a brand, but I definitely have people I work with. Like, you know, I have video editors, behind the scenes people, like, you know.
Fuck with that.
But it's the brand as the whole. Like, the production company type shit.
Hey, you design most of the merch and all that.
I came up with the idea of the merch, like the colorways. You know, I had a friend Kaido, shout to Kaido. He like really put it together, like
That's
my vision.
hard, bro.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the like the fish scale shit.
Yeah, I really wanted something that would look sick on camera, like, you know,
That
even the eyes are like reflective.
That's hard, bro. Shout out SkullNScorpion, man. I see a collab on the way.
Oh,
That's
100%.
facts.
That's the next goal.
Hell yeah.
I have some collabs I could show you actually, but yeah, I don't know if I can show you on camera, but yeah, I can show you them.
That's right.
Hold on.
Yeah, I remember I wanted to ask you that.
About my collabs?
SkullNScorpion specifically, like, is that a nickname? Is that a brand?
Nah, it's just the brand, like,
yeah,
you know,
fuck with that.
just the brand. Where is it? Like, this is one collab I did with Chromazz.
Oh, that's hard, bro.
Yeah, and then the fur, you know, and Acid. Shout out to Acid.
Acid
He actually
Sport?
Acid Sport.
Fucking
He
gang, man.
fucking dripped it out with the fur and everything, bro. That guy's
Shout
hella
out.
talented.
Yo, I love Acid Sport, man. We got the stickers right here.
Shout
Yo,
out to
actually, fuck. Let me grab this shit.
Grab it up. Acid really keeps me like dripped out. Like, he's always just sending the man's packs of clothes and just like customizing shit. I had a jacket too, but I didn't bring
have
it.
these.
Vigilante.
He's got one on.
That's
got one.
fucking wavy.
He's got one right now. I'm waiting for it. He said he's gonna fuck it up. I can't wait for that, bro.
That's wavy,
Acid
fam.
Sport, I want
Mad
this.
talented.
I want this ASAP, bro.
Acid Sport, I need one too. I think the next thing we're trying to collab on.
One of those is yours, bro. You take one.
Yeah, don't
Hell
even.
Yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Now I gotta
And
see.
fuck it up too if you want.
Say less. I'm
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
gonna customize. That's the collab right there.
Yes.
That's the collab right there.
Facts.
Legit.
But yo, shout out all the people in the city, man. So
Legit.
many
Shout out to
fire
anyone
people.
who's doing something. Shout out to anyone who's doing something when people told you couldn't. You know. Shout out to just everyone. Legit. Yeah.
Real shit, man. Love it, bro. Any last words?
Gang. That's about it.
Gang. Versatility, Vigilante, SkullNScorpion, Helly, Payday, Jerk King.
Come on,
We're
Shooter
out here,
King.
bro.
Come on.
Look out for some fire on the way.
Most definitely.
Gang.
Woo.
That was fire, bro.